Hello, my name is Jared Angerburton, and I'm here to tell you a story about my family. Family is very important to me, and it's a good source of knowledge about where we come from, what makes us us, and some of the traits that get passed down generation to generation. Now, my family is from Holland. In fact, they've been there so long they predate the Dutch. Before that they had the Frieslanders living up in the northern part, living on artificial hills. They even predated the dikes. Now, one of the biggest things about the Dutch and the Frieslanders is that they're very stubborn. As I put it, we built the country on the coast below sea level on purpose. If you weren't stubborn, you left. Now, I have a big family, and they were in Holland all the way up through World War II, and then a little bit after. Now, that made a lot of problems. During the war they were conquered and had issues with the occupying army, especially since my family never liked dictators in addition to being very stubborn. Now, one story I'm going to tell you today is my Uncle Floris. Now, he was always very stubborn, very upset with bullies and against them. When he was little, he had a twin brother named Henry. He was much bigger than he was, but was a very kind, gentle soul. And so one day they were at the schoolyard, and the bullies were tormenting, his brother. And so Floris went to help him out, and he picked up the hand, grabbed him by the shoulder, when the bullies were trying to stop him. So he just swung around and pow! Without realizing he had hit the biggest bully in the school in the nose. So hard he gave him big black eyes and maybe even hurt the nose a little bit, we're not sure. And so then they get into the school, and the school teacher's like, the bully's name, who I actually forget, "What happened to you?" He's like, "Oh, that Andrew boy hit me." "What? Henry? Did you hit him?" "No, sir." "What, Floris? Little Floris hit him?" He's like, "Yes, sir." It's like, "Okay, Floris, you stay after." And so he sat there after school. It's like, oh, he's all scared. He's been in trouble with the teacher. And they sat there for 10 minutes, 15, 20. And then finally the teacher was like, "Okay, Floris, do you think they're gone?" It's like, who, sir? The bullies. "Do you think they've gone home already? Think they're waiting for you still?" It's like, "Oh, yeah, they've probably gone." It's like, "Okay, go run home, Floris, and be careful. Just remember, next time, maybe don't hit the biggest bully." And, he always had the thing. He never worried about what he was doing. Always worried if it was right or wrong, not what the consequences might be. Now, during the war, he was only a teenager. And yet, he still helped out as much as he could with resistance. I mean, my grandfather, many of the things he did, smuggling, black market stuff, all kinds of things. And he actually got caught by the Nazis twice. The first time, they actually had caught him and they brought him to one of their secure little compounds in preparation to send him to a concentration camp. Now, luck was on his side, and there was a incoming, air raid, so the siren went off, and all the German soldiers ran into the bunker. He waited, ran to the wall, climbed over it, and hopped into the canals, and then followed those all the way home so they couldn't track him or have the dogs, follow his scent. The second time, though, that time they had him but good. They had him actually loaded up into the train car to heading towards one of the concentration camps. Now, for whatever reason, they had left the door open because, the train's going too fast. And so Floris managed to convince all the people on the train who weren't crazy to give him their coats. And so he put them all on and bundled up. Now, this was one of the typical train cars. I don't know if you've seen them. So you have the big open door, and then beneath that little step going up, it's a single plank of wood. And so he got all bundled up and laid down on it. And then just started, timing and waiting. It's like telephone pole, telephone pole, telephone pole. Kind of figured out, the timing of it, and waited and waited. It's like, "Okay, push me!" Had everyone push him out of the train car, roll down the hill, and that's how he managed to avoid being sent to a concentration camp. Now, there are many stories about Floris. My entire family is a little crazy, but it's also very important to know, where I came from and the kind of lessons they can teach me, including about, doing what is right, regardless of what the consequences might be, and, the typical response to bullies. I'm Jerry Andrew, and I hope you enjoyed that story. Thank you.